This is the fifth pillar of the Carifa Protocol. It transitions from the psychology of digital spending to the structural integrity of your financial empire. In the industrial world of alpha holding, we do not fear the storm. We fear the corrosion that goes unnoticed, the little hole syndrome. Why aircraft carriers sink a Carifa Protocol engineering report on structural sovereignty, the illusion of invincibility. An aircraft carrier is the pinnacle of human engineering. It is a floating fortress, a city of steel designed to project power across oceans. It can withstand massive waves, high-velocity winds, and even direct hits from enemy fire. But throughout history, the most formidable vessels have been brought down by something far more humble, the little hole. A breach of just a few centimeters, if ignored, allows the ocean to enter. At first, it is a trickle. Then, as the pressure of the deep sea mounts, it becomes a torrent. One compartment floods, then another, until the center of gravity shifts and the Titan capsizes. In your life as a future industrialist, your sovereignty is your aircraft carrier. Your degree, your student job, and your 30 containers of fish are your planes and your deck. But your small habits, the tiny, repetitive expenses you ignore, are the little holes. This report analyzes the physics of financial sinking and how to maintain a watertight empire. Part 1. The Physics of Corrosion 1. The cumulative pressure of small numbers in engineering, we study fatigue. It is not a single blow that breaks a bridge, but the millions of tiny vibrations over time. The ant perspective. It's just €5 for a snack. It doesn't affect my €580 budget. The alpha perspective. This €5 snack happens 20 times a month. That is €100. That is 17% of my entire monthly ammunition. A hole doesn't have to be big to be fatal. It only has to be constant. In Belgium, the cost of living is high, and the convenience culture is designed to create thousands of these tiny punctures in your hull. 2. The multiplier effect, the barnacle concept. Barnacles are small crustaceans that attach to the hull of a ship. Individually, they are harmless, but thousands of them increase hydrodynamic drag, forcing the engines to work harder and consume 40% more fuel to maintain the same speed. Your value leaks are financial barnacles. The bank fee you didn't dispute. The €1 extra for a premium sauce. The rounded up change on digital apps. They create drag on your wealth creation. You are working harder at your student job just to pay for the friction of your inefficient habits. Part 2. The compartmentalization strategy 3. The bulkhead principle to prevent a little hole from sinking the entire ship. Naval architects use bulkheads, watertight walls that divide the ship into isolated compartments. If one section is breached, the water is contained and the ship stays afloat. Your financial structure must be compartmentalized. Compartment A, operational, your vital needs. Rent, basic food. Compartment B, sovereignty, your 10% tax and war chest. Compartment C, leisure, your high-pressure, high-risk, fun budget. If you overspend in Compartment C, the water must stay there. You do not open the doors to Compartment B to save it. You accept the flood in your social life for that month, so the rest of your empire remains buoyant. 4. Detecting the leak, the bilge pump audit. Every ship has a bilge pump to remove the water that inevitably seeps in. In the Carifa Protocol, your weekly audit is your bilge pump. If you wait until the end of the year to look at your accounts, the ship is already at the bottom of the ocean. By scanning your flows every 7 days, you catch the little hole while it is still a trickle. For more information, please click on the first link in the description. Part 3. The industrial cost of laziness 5. The maintenance ratio in a fish farm or a logistics company. Maintenance is a fixed cost. If you don't maintain the filters in your tilapia tanks, the fish die. It is cheaper to fix a small leak today than to replace the entire stock tomorrow. Many students view self-discipline as a burden. The alpha views it as preventative maintenance. Taking 10 minutes to prep a lunchbox is maintenance. Taking 5 minutes to compare phone plans is maintenance. Saying no to an impulsive night out is maintenance. Every act of discipline is a weld on your hull. 6. The sinking curve. Financial ruin is rarely a straight line. It is a curve. The creep. You miss 110% sovereignty tax. The justification. I'll double it next month. You won't. The breach. An unexpected expense hits. car repair, medical bill. The capsize, you dip into your savings for consumption. Once you break the seal of your war chest for a non-investment purpose, the structural integrity of your mindset is gone. The ship is taking on water. Part 4. Patching the hull, tactical actions. 7. The zero-drip policy to become an architect of sovereignty. You must implement a zero-drip policy for recurring costs. Audit your small subscriptions. That €2 iCloud storage, the €5 gaming pass, the free trial you forgot to cancel. These are the classic little holes of the digital age. Negotiate the small things. In Belgium, many services have student rates. If you are paying full price for Spotify, Amazon Prime, or your bank account, you have a leak. Patch it. 8. The strength of materials mindset. A ship is only as strong as the steel it's made of. Your steel is your character. If your character is porous, if you are easily swayed by social pressure or treat yourself, marketing, your hull is weak. The 10% tax isn't just about money. It's about tempering the steel. It's about proving to yourself that you are stronger than the pressure of the surrounding ocean. Part 5. The view from the Bridge 9. Commanding the fleet as the CEO of Alpha Holding, you are the captain. Your job is not to be in the engine room scrubbing floors. Your job is to ensure the ship is seaworthy. Seaworthiness means that even if a crisis hits the little hole, your structure is so robust that your mission continues. When you have 30 containers of fish at sea, you cannot afford little holes in your logistics. You start practicing that precision today with your €580 budget. 10. The horizon, the goal of plugging the holes isn't to be cheap or small-minded. It is to ensure that your vessel can reach the deep ocean. The ant stays near the shore because their ship is too leaky to handle the waves of real investment. The Alpha patches every hole, strengthens every bulkhead, and sails into the horizon of total financial sovereignty. The scanner is absolute. An aircraft carrier doesn't sink because the ocean is big. It sinks because the ocean gets inside. Keep the world outside your hull. Protect your capital. Respect the small numbers, and the large numbers will take care of themselves. The little hole is the only thing standing between you and the empire you are destined to build. The scanner is on. Check your bulkheads. Patch the leaks. Stay sovereign. For more information, please click on the first link in the description.